Happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Ball Sports Network. Thank you guys for the continued support. Continue to hit the like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because I upload videos every single day. Now, this story is gaining some steam, and I had to talk about it because it involves my hometown. So, right now, if you don't know, there is a travel ban from the United States to Canada. Therefore, you can't cross into the border. At least that's the what I've been told, what I've been reading. I haven't actually tried, but regardless, there is some sort of travel ban because of COVID that you can't go back and forth from the United States to Canada, and there is no telling when that ban will be lifted. And so because of that, there is an NBA team, the Toronto Raptors, that more than likely, there's a chance that they would have to play their home games in the United States, and they wouldn't be able to play in Toronto. And so one of the alternate cities that being considered to host the Raptors during the 2021 NBA season is Louisville at the KFC Yum Center. Now, I am from Louisville. I'm a Louisville native, and so this makes me excited, and this brings me to a point. So Junior Bridgeman, who was like a really big businessman, played for the Louisville Cardinals back in like the 70s or the 80s, really huge businessman, worth over like 500, 600 million through investing in Wendy's back in the 80s, and that's a big another story that I could do a video on. But Junior Bridgeman is a huge businessman in the city of Louisville and has a lot of money invested in the city of Louisville and has just a lot of money, a large net worth, and he has been in contact. This is reports coming from Vincent Goodwill of Yahoo Sports. He's been in contact with the NBA to make Louisville a potential home for the Toronto Raptors during the season. And it looks like the NBA is eyeing for an MLK start day to the 21 season. It looks like they're going to start on Martin Luther King, or that's what the talks have been like so far. This is all according to Vincent Goodwill of Yahoo Sports. So what does this mean? I think this is laying the foundation for Louisville and the KFC Yum Center to be home to an NBA team permanently. I think Junior Bridgeman and some investors, this is just all speculation. I have no inside information on this, nothing to that regards. But I do think this is their way of matriculating into the NBA, matriculating into the NBA circles, and potentially getting another black NBA owner. Because if the Toronto Raptors play home games in Louisville and it is successful, the KFC Yum Center sits over 20,000 people. Louisville is a hotbed, and it's a place in part of the country that, that it is a metropolis city. It has things that you can do. It has a downtown. It has a plethora of things to do in that town. And also, it gives the idea of the expansion. I eventually think the NBA team will expand into 32 teams, right? It's at 30 teams right now, and I think they'll be at 32 within the next 10 years. I don't think it'll be anytime soon, but within the next 10 years, I believe they will expand to 32 to match the NFL. The NFL has 32 teams. I think the NBA will match the NFL and expand to 32 teams. One of those teams is going to Seattle. Seattle has got first dibs on the first team. But if Louisville is able to pull this off with the Raptors, get the Raptors, because you got to get them first, you got to land the deal, then you're able to successfully pull it off, housing everyone, making the operations and facilities run smoothly. There's no problems with the players and the facilities and the court, and everything runs perfectly, and you get NBA basketball in the city, and you see how the city responds. I think you're setting yourself up to get an NBA team in the future. And that's what I think Junior Bridgeman, the successful businessman, is trying to do with the Toronto Raptors, because you have to get a foot in. This is their opportunity to get a foot in, albeit because of the pandemic that has, hurt a lot of people across the country. But I think Junior Bridgeman is trying to get his foot in and to become a majority owner, another black majority owner in the NBA. And I love it. I love every bit of it. All of this is my conspiracy theory, but it makes sense. Think about it. Junior Bridgeman is worth over $500, $600 million. I think he can get an investment group for him to become a majority owner of an NBA team, and what best way to do it than to play house to one for a season? You play house to the Toronto Raptors because they can't go to Canada. Obviously, you're not going to get the Raptors, but I think when the NBA does expand, because I do believe it will expand to 32 teams, Louisville will be a destination they'll look at because they housed one and they did it successfully. I hope I'm praying that this happens, because I would love for my hometown to have an NBA team. But more than that, I would love to have another majority black owner. And Junior Bridgeman will be a perfect majority black owner. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, my name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. with the Ball Sports Network. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.